Hey everyone, this is TJ Hernandez, and I'm the founder of RosterCoach.com, a classroom-style video-based website that's designed to help you improve your daily fantasy sports game. To give you an idea of what RosterCoach has to offer, here's a preview of the 5th lesson in our latest course, How to Be Profitable Playing PGA DFS. If you enjoy what you see, please like and share the video, and don't forget to leave a comment below.
Everyone, and welcome to the 5th segment of the How to Play PGA Daily Fantasy. I am Davis Maddock. You can find me on Twitter at Davis Maddock. Thus far, we've gone over an introduction, an explanation of key stats, course history and course fit, and how to do cash game construction. This 5th video is probably what I believe to be the most important and most interesting to you as a beginner or someone who is just wanting to learn more about how to win money playing PGA Daily Fantasy, because I believe that most people who do play PGA Daily Fantasy don't play cash games. I think that my 4th video, the cash game construction, is going to be less helpful and less interesting to most of you watching, because most of you probably do want to win the $1 million. You do want to max out those the 3 max entries that they have on DraftKings that are my favorite format. And PGA tournaments are more interesting than any other sport in daily fantasy because it's really not about picking the individual players who you think are going to perform well. Now, really think about that sentence. And the reason that it's like that in PGA Daily Fantasy is because there is just simply so much variance week to week. 4 rounds of golf is not a tremendous sample, and you only get to pick 6 guys in every lineup. Now, granted, we might have one really strong opinion every single week. Maybe we believe that Jordan Spieth is going to win the Masters, and you want to have him in every single lineup. But really, over the long run, what you're going to be better off doing in PGA Daily Fantasy tournaments is looking at the popular sentiment and taking golfers who simply are not going to be popular. And let's look at a recap of one of the millionaire makers from last year, the PGA Championship in which Jason Day won. You can see it here on my screen, the top lineup in the millionaire maker. Jason Day, Brooks Koepka, insane chalk, over 30% owned, just crazy chalk. And the guy still won the $1 million with it. The reason that he was able to win, a strong performance from a 4.8% owned Brandon Grace, a 5.5% owned Tony Finau. And the thing that really made his lineup different was the combination of Finau, Grace, and Lingmer. Obviously, the way it works in PGA Daily Fantasy is ownership is almost done on a descending order, in which the guys who are most expensive are going to be more owned, because you don't really have to have. It's not a strong opinion that Jordan Spieth or Dustin Johnson or Rory McIlroy or Jason Day are going to play well at the Masters, and their range of outcomes is so much more narrow than Matthew Fitzpatrick or Emiliano Grillo. These guys have so much wider range in outcomes and how they're going to do in a major tournament. Now, and I'm going to look at both the Masters pricing, which is much softer, and at the Shell Houston Open pricing, which is a little bit more strict because it's not done for such a wide audience as we're doing this video. So the first thing we need to talk about is ownership percentage and how much it matters. Someone like Rafa Cabrera Bello would be probably a terrible play if you projected them at 20% ownership for 7,200. But if you got him at 5% ownership, he would simply be a much stronger play. And we're entering into sort of game theory type of analysis because there's simply not a wide range of projections between Rafa Cabrera Bello and Matt Kuchar. They project very similarly. Their scoring average is very similar. They neither one of them has overwhelming course history at the Masters. Neither of them, are big proven winners. Zach Johnson has won on tour before. Cabrera Bello has won on the European Tour before. but it simply comes to estimating ownership percentages. And there are tons of resources for that. Fantasy Labs has it, dailyroto.com has it. There are many sites that offer ownership projections with the usual caveats that none of these things are going to be 100% accurate. A resource that I really like to estimate ownership percentages is fansharesports.com. We can see on my screen right here for the Shell Houston Open, they gather public sentiment. 11 outlets have mentioned Ricky Fowler, Russell Henley, Tony Finau as starts.